How's it going, everybody? Today I want to bring you one of the pistols that I've recently purchased. I've never owned an FN handgun before, and I kind of had my heart set on the FNX Tactical, which, you know, as a lot of you probably know, goes for around $1,250. And I really had a lot of trouble pulling the trigger on something that expensive. So I opted to go with the FNX 45 non-tactical version. No threaded barrel, so on and so forth. These two guns are really similar, but I mean, this one here goes for in the high sixes, thereabouts. So, you know, it's about half the money. And where I'd never owned an FN before, I wanted to try this one, see how I like it, and if I really like it, I really like this FNX 45, down the road I might, you know, step up and get the tactical. But this is just going to be just a look-see, just to take a look and see some of the features of this, the weight, just to get a good close-up look at it. I have not fired this gun yet. I think I'm more of a gun hoarder / collector than I am a shooter. I like to shoot, but I just don't go out and do it that much, but I continue to buy firearms, so I don't know, that's what makes sense to me. Anyway, this is a polymer framed 45 ACP made by FN. Okay, this is a double single action, hammer fired. This has a safety that you can put on when it's cocked, or you can decock it. Okay, this holds 15 rounds of 45 ACP. It has 3-dot sights on it. These are not adjustable, they are both dovetailed front and rear. Trigger on it, you know, it isn't phenomenal, but it isn't horrible either. This trigger in double action here pulls about 11 pounds. Okay, firearm is empty, no magazine. I just got done doing some pulls with this. Let me see. Let's do a double action pull on this right now. See if we can see. There you go. So that's a pull and double action. Single action seems like it was around 4 or something, but let's take a look here. .55. Okay. So it is right about 5.5 pounds, 5.5, 5.7, right in there. The trigger itself is, I don't know how to put it. You start pulling this back, it's pretty tight. I mean, obviously, but it breaks way at the back. Okay. Now, single action. A little bit of take up right there. It'll kind of hit a wall, then it will start pulling through, and then it'll break. So it's not like you hit the wall and then it's a real crisp break. It does not have that. I don't know how well y'all can see this. Hopefully pretty good. Take this, pull it, hit that wall right there, and you ought to be able to see it it'll start moving. My fingers creeping now, it's moving, and then it breaks. It is smooth enough, but it is not crisp. It kind of reminds me somewhat of the Omega trigger on the CZs, is what it reminds me of. It's not a bad trigger, it's not a gritty trigger, but it just doesn't hit that wall and then crisp break. It isn't like that. But the gun comes with, how many does it come with? I want to say this comes with 3 15 round magazines. 15 rounds of 45, that's pretty stinking good. These are a metal mag. The stippling on here, I mean, because I did, quite a bit of reading on these before I bought one, and a lot of people were talking about the stippling was pretty aggressive. A lot of people think it's too aggressive. I might feel the same way once I fire it, but I had the XDS 45, much smaller, much lighter 45 ACP handgun, and the grips on that, it was a different style, but they were, semi-aggressive, and they didn't tear me up. I don't think that this is going to be a problem for me, but you can see just how aggressive that is. Get a hold of this in a normal way. So, there's no need for Talon grips with this unless you want to tame the grip down. If this is too aggressive for you, you could put a Talon grip on here, like the rubber Talon grip, and it would, do away with that. Takedown on this is pretty basic. Like the slot, lock the slide to the rear, rotate this down, comes right off. Okay, nothing to write home about in here. It's all, pretty standard stuff. It's a single recoil captured spring. Oh, I'll show you what's in here. You can see the rails and the inners and stuff in there. Good to go. It is ambidextrous for the slide release and the decocker, safety, the whole 9 yards. It's ambidextrous. The mag release, ambidextrous already on both sides. You can drop it if you're a lefty. You can drop it here. If you're a righty, and drop it right here. So it is 100% ambidextrous as far as that goes. It does have a rail on it. No threaded barrel. It does weigh 32.6 ounces with the empty magazine in it. Now 15 rounds of 45, you can do the math on that. 230 grain, it's going to add some weight. There's no doubt about that. But I'm looking forward to shooting it. Haven't been a big 45 ACP guy. I mean, I've gotten some more, just like a lot of gun people. I freaking sit here and say, I'm not going to shoot this caliber. I'm going to go down to just one primary caliber so I don't have to buy ammo for all these different calibers. Well, then that all goes out the window. So I had 45s, I sold 45s, now I'm buying 45s. That's just kind of how it goes. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 45s now. This one here being one of them. So, like I say, I'm anxious to take this out and shoot it, see how she performs. I'm sure it will be fine. Reviews on these have always been really, really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It does have a lanyard hole back here, if you wanted to lanyard this thing up. Safety, fire, decocker, slide release or slide lock, whatever you prefer. takedown lever, ambi, mag, rail. That's pretty much it. I think that pretty much covers it. But I have quite a few, you know, tabletops like this that I need to do. I've acquired a fair amount of firearms. Can't get that to stand up, of course. Since I've done, you know, my last videos, vast majority of them I haven't shot. Some of them I have. I got into, some of you probably might have seen, you know, I got a Glock 34 MOS. I also picked up a Glock 40 in the 10mm in the MOS. I haven't shot that. They're both equipped with Loophole Delta Point Pros. I just got to take the time to do it. That's all. I just got to take the time to do it. But I'll have a few more videos coming up about some other handguns that I've acquired, and we'll get all the nerd information going and let you guys take some close-up looks of it. And one of these days I'll let you know how it performed at the range. But you know, really, in today's day and age, if you buy a quality firearm, the chances of you having issues at the range or when you fire it is virtually non-existent. If you buy quality stuff, you don't really need to take it to the range to you know, get a pretty good idea that it's going to be good. But you can get that occasional limit. It does happen. So I'll let you know whenever I actually take this thing and put some rounds through it. So y'all take care. We'll talk to you later.